you doing? No, B. A honeybee is being weird.
Flight of the Crow's Wing presents Teardrop Camping and Exploring the Mojave National Preserve, California, November 2023. Finally, back in California, and we're heading to a site we found on iOverlander. A not fun fact. Mojave National Preserve is a federal park, and as such, current law prohibits all videography without a special use permit, though still photography is allowed. We had no permit. We did, however, receive confirmation directly from the permit office that we did not need one to film in our campsite. And man, what a campsite. This was an official dispersed campsite, complete with a parking area and a fire ring. There were about half a dozen sites similar to this one in this area. Some were larger, some were smaller. This one was just right.
It's a freaking beautiful place.
Yes, I like it. Some sunshine.
Sunshine on our solar panels makes us happy.
After setting up camp, one of the first things we did was wander around our campsite, checking out the local flora. We would have checked out the local fauna, but we didn't see any. Elizabeth was very pleased to have enough cell service to run her plant identification app.
California bluebell.
Pretty.
Desert bluebell. Native to California, grow in sandy soil and desert climates. Blooms early spring.
This was November.
Grows in full sun, partial shade. Reseeds itself. Great for rock gardens, but contact with skin can cause irritation. Don't touch it, please.
She says after she touched it.
I touched it. Baby cactus. There's another cactus.
So you come around these rocks. Our campsite is on the other side of these rocks. And you get, oh look, more rocks. And lots of cacti. And it's really flippin' beautiful here. I love it.
Sometimes you get close to the cholla, and sometimes the cholla gets close to you. While in the area, we planned on checking out some of the local sites, like the Hole in the Wall Trail, the Rock Spring Trail, and the Lava Tube. The Hole in the Wall Trail is a 1.4 mile trail, with its main interest being a section through a short slot canyon that has a couple of sections where iron rings have been affixed to the rock wall to assist in your climbing. Since we have no video of this trail, please enjoy this Google Earth overview. If you like, you can pretend to be Superman, or a bird flying over the trail instead of a hiker stomping through the dirt. Rah, rah! This dark part is where the slot canyon is. It wasn't as dark as it looks. And here are some photographs. The rock faces were really interesting and looked kind of like Swiss cheese. Like what the moon is made out of. We did see this lively writer. Oh, my precious overlord. We were lucky while we were there, as this is supposed to be a popular trail, but we only saw a few other hikers. The rings were pretty cool and fun to climb. The trail description said they were physically difficult, but they weren't, not even for us. It was kind of like a playground for adults. Next, we hit the Rock Springs Loop, which also happened to be 1.4 miles, which seems to be the mileage for the day. This trail starts at a really cool old rock house. It was originally built by an Army veteran from World War I who had been injured during the war. He built the house in 1929. He was only expected to survive a short time, but lived here for another 25 years. The spring was an important water source for man and beast. Because of this spring, this was the site chosen by the Army as a post for the U.S. mail route. At its peak, there were over 70 soldiers stationed here. Also at its peak was a high desertion rate of 25 soldiers. Apparently, it was not the most comfortable place to live. Even though we were there during the dry season, there was water present in the spring. And then it was a long drive down a severely washboarded road to get to the lava tube.
Be soft and rough at the same time.
Just like you.
Just like me, soft and rough.
Lava tubes form as part of the volcanic process, in which there is hot lava that cools into, well, tubes somehow. If you want more specific information, you'll need to find yourself a volcanologist. That's not me though. I'm just a guy that likes to go into holes in the ground. Look at me, I'm the mole man. This hole came with a convenient staircase to climb down into. From there, we had to squeeze through a little hole in the wall and crawl on our hands and knees for a few feet, and then it opened up into this. Pretty cool, right? Mole man, if he can do it, anybody can, because he's Mole Man.
This gorgeous site has cell service, so we're able to keep an eye on the weather, and having a weather app is a key thing when you're out on the road. So we're keeping an eye on the weather because the storm's coming in and should hit us about 1 o'clock. It's starting to get a little gusty, so we've got our ties down on the frame of the Easy Up, and that should handle about the 26 mile an hour gusts. If it gets any stronger than that, we'll lower the whole Easy Up and tighten everything back down tighter, and it'll handle 30 to 35 pretty well. See what happens. I'm hooking up the switch so we can play video games while it's raining.
Preparing for the storm.
Preparing for the storm. That's on.
Oops. Your knee caught my
knee caught on your thing, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do some editing. Is it on?
Oh.
Life is hard.
Life is hard. This is a rough life. You don't want to live on the road full time because we're doing so much more than just playing video games when it's raining. She's editing a video. That's so much more. When it's windy and rainy, what do?
You cook inside your Easy Up.
Hashtag Teardrop.
And you'll have a buddy heater to keep you nice and warm.
Yay! It is nice and warm in here.
It is nice and warm in here. All the walls are down. And it's raining.
And later that night, we had to leave our comfortable trailer to secure the Easy Up.
Here's the high wind setting.
So just wandering around the camp looking for my husband. don't know where he went. Da 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 dun da dun dun. I'm not gonna pay his rent. Where did he go? I don't know. Where is he? He's around here somewhere. Flowers. Pretty. Mojave, where are you? There he is.